Hello, students. Today we will discuss planning and decision making. And here is the structure for the block. We will start from planning, concept and philosophy, implications of planning, followed by characteristics and importance, then types of planning, also process of planning, then tools of planning, decision making concept, and Simon model. So, our first topic is planning. Planning is a multifaceted process that involves the act of deciding in detail how to do something before actually starting to do it. It is fundamentally about setting goals, establishing policies, and outlining procedures to achieve these goals within a social or economic unit. This process is not only about envisioning a desired outcome but also meticulously charting out the steps necessary to reach that outcome. Utilizing both logic and imagination, planning is recognized as a core part of important professional fields, particularly in management and business, where it forms the basis of measuring and assessing progress, efficiency, and effectiveness. It is also a critical managerial function, providing the foundation for other management activities such as organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Moreover, planning extends into a realm of local government where it involves controlling and how land is used and what buildings are constructed in a particular area. In a broader sense, planning can encompass a strategic element such as developing competitive advantages supported by specific goals, tasks, and timeliness, while paying attention to available resources to ensure these strategies are realistic and achievable. In summary, planning is an essential activity that enables individuals, organizations, and governments to methodically think ahead, establish objectives, and devise effective strategies to fulfill those objectives. Here are examples of planning in daily life. So planning is an integral part of our daily lives, often happening without us even realizing it due to its routine nature. A simple yet illustrative example of planning in everyday life involves preparing for a trip to the grocery store, especially when under time constraints. Imagine you need to buy ingredients for dinner and the store closes at 10 p.m. It's currently 9:30 p.m. Here is how planning plays out. First, we'll take time management. You check the time and realize you have only 30 minutes to shop before the store closes. This requires you to plan your route and prioritize your shopping list to ensure you can buy everything you need before the store closes. Then we'll take resource assessment. So you also remember that your car is low on gas with only enough to get halfway to the store. This adds another task to your plan. Stopping at a gas station en route to the store. You need to factor in the time it will take to refuel when planning your departure time. Then we will take task sequencing. So before you can leave, you need to find your keys and wallet. You plan to first check the usual spots where you might have left these items, like on the kitchen counter or your jacket pocket. This step is crucial because without your keys and wallet, the rest of the plan falls apart. Then execution comes with all elements in place, knowing its store's closing time, your car's fuel needs, And having your keys and wallet, you set out to execute your plan. This involves driving to the gas station, then to the store, shopping efficiently, and checking out before the store closes at 10 p.m. This scenario showcases how planning involves setting objectives, assessing and managing resources, and considering time constraint. Each step is interconnected, demonstrating the complexity and necessity of planning even in seamless, simple daily activities. So, here is the concept and philosophy of planning. As we all know, planning is a fundamental aspect of human behavior and organizational management, deeply rooted in both practical necessity and philosophically underpinnings. It involves the intellectual process of setting objectives and devising a series of actions to achieve these goals. This process is not only about predicting the future but also preparing for it, making it a critical function across various domains from individual activities to complex organizational strategies. If we talk about philosophical foundation of planning, then rationality and forethought will comes first. Planning is often seen as a manifestation of rational behavior. It involves the use of logic and imagination to visualize not only a desired result but also the steps necessary to achieve that result. This capacity for forethought is considered a prime mover in human evaluation, highlighting planning as a fundamental property of intelligent behavior. Second point is decision making and creativity. So, at its core, planning is about making decisions. It requires choosing the best course of action among alternatives, which inherently involves a creative process of discovering potential solutions to problems. This aspect of planning emphasizes its role in fostering innovation and adaptability within organizations. The third point is uncertainty and adaptability. So the future is inherently uncertain and plans must be flexible enough to accommodate changes. Effective planning involves not only setting a course of action but also being prepared to modify that plan as new information becomes available and as circumstances change. This adaptability is crucial for dealing with the complexities and dynamics of modern business environments. Next point is goal orientation and resource allocation. So, planning is fundamentally about setting goals and efficiently allocating resources to achieve these goals. It provides a framework within which an organization or individual can operate, helping to focus efforts and resources in the direction that facilitates the achievement of specified objective. Come to the implications of planning. So there are four implications. First is organizational efficiency, second control and evaluation, third risk management, and last is ethical and societal consideration. We will discuss one by one. So the first one is organizational efficiency. It is a critical concept in business management that focuses on maximizing output from a given set of inputs while minimizing waste and costs. This concept is integral to achieving high performance and competitiveness in any organizational setting. Here is a detailed look at the various aspects of organizational efficiency. First is optimal use of resources. So, organizational efficiency examines how effectively an organization can use its available resources like time, money, and labor. So, to produce the desired outputs. The goal is to achieve more with less, enhancing the productivity of resources without compromising quality and performance. For instance, a business that produces more units of a product using fewer resources than its competitors is considered more efficient. The next point is cost efficiency. A key aspect of organizational efficiency is cost efficiency, which involves reducing the cost of production or operation while maintaining or improving the quality of outputs. This can be achieved through various means such as streamlining processes, adopting new technologies, or optimizing supply chains. Cost efficiency is directly linked to the profitability of an organization, making it a vital focus for any business striving to improve its bottom line. Next point is process improvement. So, organizational efficiency often involves continuous process improvement. This includes identify inefficiencies in existing processes and devising strategies to eliminate waste and reduce cycle times. Techniques such as Lean Six Sigma and Total Quality Management are commonly employed to systematically improve business processes and increase efficiency. Next point is decision making. So, efficient organizations are characterized by their ability to make quick and effective decisions. Decision latency, or the time it takes to make and implement decisions, is a crucial metric in evaluating organizational efficiency. Companies that can make and execute decisions rapidly are typically more responsive to market changes and can capitalize on opportunities more effectively than those with slower decision processes. Our next point is measurement and matrices. Organizational efficiency is measured using a variety of quantitative matrices such as production cost, production times, and resource utilization rate. These matrices help organizational cause their performance and identify areas where efficiency can be improved. Regularly monitoring these matrices allowed for ongoing adjustments and foster a culture of continuous improvement. Next point is employee engagement and productivity. So, employee engagement is a significant factor in organizational efficiency. Engaged employees are more productive, show greater commitment to quality, and are more aligned with organizational goals. Therefore, strategies that enhance employee engagement, such as effective communication, rewarding performance, and providing opportunities for professional development, and essential for improving organizational efficiency. Next point is technological integration. Technology plays a pivotal role in enhancing organizational efficiency by automating routine tasks, facilitating communication, and providing real time data for decision making. Technology can significantly reduce cost and increase productivity. Organizations must stay abreast of technological advancements and integrate appropriate technologies to maintain and improve their efficiency. Our last point is strategic resource allocation. Efficient organizations excel in allocating resources in a manner that maximizes output and minimizes waste. This involves not only the physical resources but also intangible assets like intellectual property and human talent. Strategic resource allocation ensures that every element of the organization is utilized effectively to support overall goals. In conclusion, organizational efficiency is about doing more with less by optimizing the use of resources, improving processes, making swift decisions, and engaging employees. It is a multifaceted concept that requires a strategic approach to management and operations, underpinned by continuous measurement and improvement. Achieving high organizational efficiency is essential for any organization looking to thrive in a competitive business environment. Next implication is control and evaluation. So, control and evaluation are critical management functions that help organizations assess their performance and ensure that they meet their objectives. These processes are interconnected with control focusing on monitoring and adjusting operations to meet targets, and evaluation assessing the effectiveness and outcomes to those operations. Here is a detailed look at each component. So, first is control. Control in management is a process of ensuring that organizational activities are in alignment with the set standards and objectives. It involves the following key aspects. First is monitoring. So, regularly checking the progress of various tasks and projects against the planned objective or benchmarks. This is essential to promptly identify deviations or issues that could impact the overall performance. If we talk about adjustment, so based on the monitoring process, necessary adjustments are made to bring activities back on track. This could involve reallocating resources, modifying strategies, or implementing corrective measures to address any discrepancies. Next is feedback loop. So, control is typically a continuous feedback loop where information from the monitoring process is used to make informed decisions about adjustments needed to maintain or improve performance. Next point we have evaluation. Evaluation, on the other hand, is more comprehensive and is often conducted at specific intervals to assess the overall effectiveness of a program, project, or strategy. It includes outcome assessments, diagnostic function, long term impact. So, evaluating the results of a program or activity to determine how well the intended objectives were achieved. This involves looking at the outputs and outcomes to see if they align with what was expected or planned. Evaluation is diagnostic in nature. It attempts to understand the reasons behind the results, identifying what worked well and what did not. This insight is crucial for future planning and improvements. Evaluation also looks at the long term impact and sustainability of the outcomes. This is particularly important in projects or programs where the benefits are expected to extend beyond immediate goals. So, in a business context, control and evaluation can manifest the various forms like marketing, project management. So, as noted in the search results, in marketing, evaluation might focus on aspects like the effectiveness, of the marketing mix and target market engagement. Control might involve adjusting marketing strategies based on performance data to optimize reach and conversion. And in project management, control and evaluation are used to ensure projects are completed on time, within budget, and meet the specified quality standards. This might include individual performance review and post-mortem project reviews and external audits to assess project success and team performance. Integration of control and evaluation. So while C&E are distinct processes, they are deeply interconnected. Control provides the data and feedback necessary for effective evaluation. Conversely, the insights gained from evaluation inform better control strategies, enhancing the ability to manage and adjust operations effectively. This integrated approaches ensures that organizations not only stay on track but also continuously improve their processes and outcomes based on systematic assessment and adjustments. In summary, control and evaluation are essential for maintaining organizational efficiency and effectiveness, providing the mechanism through which businesses can achieve strategic alignment and operational excellence. Our next implication is risk management. It is a systematic and structured process used by organizations to identify, assess, control, and mitigate risks. This process is crucial for protecting asset, ensuring sustainability, and supporting the achievement of objectives. Here is detailed look at the key components and principles of risk management. So, identification of risk is the first step in risk management is the identification of potential risk. This involves recognizing all possible risks that could affect an organization's project or operations. Risks can arise from various sources, including financial uncertainties, legal liabilities, strategic management error, technological changes, accidents, and natural disasters. Effective risk identification is comprehensive and proactive, considering both internal and external factors that could pose threats or opportunities. Next is assessment and analysis. Once risks are identified, the next step is to assess and analyze them. This involves determining the likelihood of each risk occurring and the potential impact it could have on the organization. Tools such as risk matrices, which evaluate risk based on their probability and impact, are commonly used in this stage. The assessment can help in prioritizing risk, focusing attention on those that are most likely to occur and have the greatest impact. Next is risk evaluation. It involves comparing the level of risk found during the assessment process against risk criteria that the organization has established. The purpose of this step is to determine which risk need treatment and prioritization. This phase helps organization make informed decisions about where to focus resources and efforts in the risk management process. Next, we will talk about risk treatment. It also known as risk response is the process of developing and implementing plans to address identified risk. Responses to risk typically include avoiding, transferring, mitigating, or accepting the risk. Avoiding risk might involve changing businesses plan to sidestep potential problems. Transferring risk could include purchasing insurance. Mitigating risk involves taking steps to reduce the likelihood or impact of the risk. And accepting risk is chosen when the cost of further mitigation are greater than the impact of the risk itself. Next, we will talk about monitoring and review. So, risk management is a dynamic process that requires continuous monitoring and review. This component involves regularly checking an external and internal environment to detect any changes that might affect the likelihood or impact of a risk. It also includes reviewing the effectiveness of risk treatment strategies and making necessary adjustments. Monitoring ensures that new risks are identified and assessed promptly and that the risk management process remains relevant and effective over time. Next, we will talk about communication and consultation. So, effective risk management also involves communication and consultation with all relevant stakeholders throughout the risk management process. This ensures that risk perceptions and definitions are aligned and that everyone understands the basis of risk decision and why particular actions are taken. Good communication enhances stakeholder support for risk policies and practices. Next point and the last point is integration into organizational process. So finally, risk management should be integrated into the overall governance and planning processes of the organization's strategy. This integration ensures that risk management is not a standalone activity but part of all decision making processes. Effective integration helps organizations embed a risk aware culture, enhancing the overall responsiveness and resilience of the organization to potential threats. In summary, risk management is a comprehensive process that involves identifying, assessing, evaluating, treating, monitoring, and communication risk. It is essential for helping organization minimize negative impacts while maximizing opportunities, thereby supporting their long-term success and stability. Next implication is ethical and societal consideration. So these are crucial aspects of decision making processes, especially in field that impact public health, technology, and social policies. These considerations involve evaluating the implications of actions not only based on their outcomes but also on their alignment with moral values and societal norms. Here is a detailed exploration of these concepts. So, first we will talk about ethical consideration. Ethical consideration are primarily concerned with is that what is right and what is wrong, just and adjust and are deeply rooted in moral philosophy. They guide decision making by providing framework that consider various moral principles. Here are key ethical principles commonly considered. First is maximizing benefit and minimizing harm. Next, respecting autonomy. Next, justice and fairness. Another point is transparency and accountability. We will discuss all four one by one. So, this principle of maximizing benefits and minimizing harm, often referred to as the utilitarian approach, focuses on actions that maximize benefits while minimizing harm to individuals and society. In the context of healthcare, for example, ethical consideration in breast screening programs aim to maximize health benefits within resource constraints while striving to deliver more benefits than harms. This involves acknowledging and respecting the decision making capabilities of individuals, allowing them to make informed choices about their own lives. This is crucial in medical ethics, where patients' informed consent is paramount, as well as ethical decision making requires that benefits and burdens be distributed fairly among all parties involved. This includes consideration of equity and equality, ensuring that no group is unduly burdened or unfairly treated. Decisions should be made in a manner that is open and transparent, allowing stakeholders to see the reasoning behind decisions. This also involves holding decision makers accountable for their actions and the outcomes of those actions. Next, we will talk about societal consideration. Societal consideration involve looking at the broader impact of decisions on societal as a whole. These considerations often intersect with ethical issues but are more focused on the social, cultural, and political context. Key aspects includes cultural sensitivity and relevance, social equity, political and commercial implications, long-term societal impact. We will discuss all four one by one. First one is cultural sensitivity and relevance. So decision must be culturally sensitive, acknowledging and respecting the diversity of social norms and values. This is particularly important in globalized context where policies and programs might affect multicultural population. Societal consideration include ensuring that all segments of society have equitable access to resources and opportunities. This is crucial in public health programs like breast screening, where the aim is to ensure that all eligible women have access to screening service regardless of their socio-economic status. Decisions can have political ramifications, influencing public opinion and policy. The political nature of breast screening, for example, reflects broader societal value about healthcare and the importance placed on women's health. Evaluating the long-term impact of decision on society is crucial. This includes considering how actions today might affect future generations or lead to significant changes in societal structure or behavior. Next, we will discuss integration in decision making. So, integrating ethical and societal considerations into decision making involves a balanced approach that respects individual rights while also considering a welfare of the community. It requires the multidisciplinary approach, drawing on expertise from ethics, sociology, law, and public policy to navigate complex moral landscape. For instance, in healthcare, decision making tools are used to structure discussions around ethical and societal values, enhancing the transparency and justification of decisions based on a comprehensive understanding of both individual and collective needs. At the end, ethical and societal considerations are integral to responsible decision making, ensuring that actions are not only effective but also morally and socially justifiable. These considerations foster a more holistic approach to addressing complex issues, promoting outcomes that are beneficial and fair for all stakeholders involved. So, next topic is characteristics of planning. We have few points over there. The first is goal oriented, next futuristic, third continuous process, fourth intellectual activity, followed by involved decision making, resource optimization, and pervasive and flexibility. So we will discuss each characteristics one by one in detail. First is goal oriented. Goal oriented refers to a mindset or approach characterized by a clear focus on setting and achieving a specific objective. This concept is pivotal in both personal development and organizational management, emphasizing the importance of goal as central guiding principle for actions and decisions. Here is a deeper look into what being goal oriented entails. First is defining clear objectives. Being goal oriented starts with the clear definition of what one wants to achieve. This involves identifying end results that are not only desirable but also attainable. Setting goals requires an understanding of one's capability and resources as well as a realistic assessment of the situation. This clarity helps in focusing efforts and resources more efficiently. Second, we can talk about strategic planning. So, once goals are set, the next step involves planning the path to achieve them. This includes outlining specific actions, determining necessary resources, and setting time frames. Strategic planning is crucial as it bridges the gap between where one is currently and where one wants to be. It also involves anticipating potential obstacles and planning ways to overcome them. Goal oriented individuals or organizations exhibit a high level of persistence and determination. They are driven by their goals and remain committed to achieving them despite challenges and setbacks. This resilience is often fueled by a strong motivation and a clear vision to the desired outcome. If we talk about regular monitoring and adaptation, so being goal oriented also involves regular monitoring of progress towards the goals. This allows for timely adjustments in strategies and methods if the current ones are not effective. Adaptability is key as it enables one to respond to changes and unexpected situations without losing sight of the goals. Next, we will talk about results driven approach. A goal oriented approach is inherently results driven. It focuses on outcomes rather than just activity. This means prioritizing tasks and actions that directly contribute to achieving the set goals. It also involves measuring success based on the achievement of these goals rather than merely the completion of tasks. Next point is motivation and engagement. Goals provide a sense of direction and purpose, which can significantly enhance motivation and engagement. Or individual and teams having clear goals can improve focus and energy, making the work more meaningful and rewarding. This is particularly important in maintaining high level of enthusiasm and commitment over time. If we talk about enhanced performance, so goal oriented practices are linked to enhanced performance both at individual and organizational level. By aligning activities with clear goals, individuals and organizations can achieve higher efficiency, better results, and improved overall effectiveness. Then we will talk about development and competencies. So, pursuing well defined goals often leads to the development at specific skills and competencies. As individuals work towards their goals, they learn new strategies, gain experience, and sometimes acquire new skills that are essential for new growth and success. So, being goal oriented is about more than just setting goals, it's about making a committed effort to achieve them through strategic planning, persistent effort, and adaptive tactics. This approach not only facilitates the achievement of specific outcomes but also promotes continuous learning and improvement. So, next characteristic is futuristic. The term futuristic refers to ideas, concepts, designs, or attitudes that are forward looking and innovative, often involving advanced technology or novel theoretical concepts that seems to belong to a future era. This characteristic is prevalent across various domains, including technology, architecture, literature, and more. Here is a deeper exploration of what it means to be futuristic. There are so many points we will discuss one by one. First is advanced innovation and technology. So, futuristic designs and technology are those that push the boundaries of current capabilities and imagine what could be possible in the future. This often involves cutting edge technology and innovative materials as seen in concepts like electric cars, smart homes, or even more speculative ideas like brain computer interfaces. These innovations are not only advanced in terms of technology but also offer new ways of thinking about and interacting with the world. Next point is visionary thinking. So, being futuristic involves a visionary approach to problems and challenges. It requires thinking beyond the conventional to envision what might be possible tomorrow. This includes imagining new ways to address current issues such as climate change, urban development, or healthcare with solutions that may seem radical today but could become standard in the future. Next is aesthetic and design. In terms of aesthetics, futuristic design is often characterized by sleek, streamlined forms that suggest speed, efficiency, and sophistication. Architectural examples might include buildings with organic shapes, extensive use of glass and steel, and integrated green technologies. In product design, futuristic items often appear minimalistic yet complex, incorporating interactive or dynamically adaptable features. Next, we will talk about influence on culture and art. So, futurism also significantly influences cultural expressions in the arts. In literature and film, futuristic settings provide a backdrop for exploring complex themes such as the impact of technology on society, ethical dilemmas in scientific advancement, or speculative future histories. These narratives often challenge current thinking and inspire audiences to consider new possibilities. Next point is proactive and strategic. A futuristic mindset is inherently proactive rather than reactive. It involves strategic planning and foresight to anticipate and prepare for future needs and challenges. This approach is crucial in fields like urban planning, where long term sustainability and adaptability must be considered, or in business, where companies must innovate continuously to stay ahead of market trends and technological advancements. Next point is inspiration and aspiration. So, futuristic concepts often serve as inspiration and aspiration, pushing individuals and societies to strive for progress and improvements, whether it's through groundbreaking scientific research, visionary technology startups, or transformative social movements. Being futuristic is about pursuing a better, more advanced future. Our last point is ethical and philosophical consideration. So, with its focus on the future, futurism also brings to light various ethical and philosophical considerations. Innovations and ideas that are futuristic must be evaluated not only for their technological feasibility but also for their impact on ethics, society, and the environment. This includes considering issues like privacy, security, and the broader implications of automation and artificial intelligence. In summary, being futuristic is about more than just advanced technology. It encompasses a broad visionary approach to the future that challenges current norms and imagines new possibilities. It is a dynamic blend of innovation, creativity, and strategic foresight that seeks to redefine reality and open up new horizon for humanity. Next characteristic is continuous process. The concept of a continuous process is central to various fields, particularly in manufacturing, management, and continuous improvement methodology. It refers to operations or activities that are executed in an unbroken, seamless manner without interruption. This approach contrasts with batch processing, where tasks are completed in discrete segments. Here is a deeper exploration of what it means to be involved in a continuous process. In a continuous process, material or information flow through a system without stops or breaks. This is particularly evident in industries like chemical production, pharmaceutical, and refining, where the production line operates 24/7 to transform raw materials into finished products through a series of chemical reactions, mechanical treatments, or assembly operations without stopping. Continuous processes are designed to maximize efficiency and productivity by eliminating the downtime associated with setting up for batches. These processes can produce higher volumes of output in less time. This efficiency not only reduces labor cost but also improves through output, making it a preferred method for high volume production scenarios. One of the key advantages of a continuous process is the ability to maintain consistent quality since the process parameters can be tightly controlled and remain constant throughout the production. The final product tends to have fewer variations and higher uniformity. This consistency is crucial in industries where product standards must be meticulously maintained, such as the manufacture of pharmaceuticals or chemicals. Continuous process often require sophisticated control systems to maintain optimal conditions throughout the production cycle. Technologies such as proportional integral derivative, that is called PID, controllers or more advanced model predictive control systems are used to adjust process availables or variables in real time, ensuring that the process stays within desired that the process stays within desired parameters. While continuous processes are efficient during operation, they pose significant challenges during shutdowns and startups. Starting up or shutting down a continuous process often leads to production of quality product that must be reprocessed or discarded. Additionally, many systems cannot be left idle with materials inside due to risk of unwanted chemical reactions or degradation of materials. Continuous processes are not static, they require ongoing monitoring and adaptation to maintain efficiency and address potential issues. Continuous process improvement is a critical aspect where small incremental changes are made to enhance the process. This might involve tweaking machine setting, improving material flow, or upgrading software for better control. The goal is to continually refine the process to achieve better results over time. While traditionally associated with manufacturing, the principles of continuous processes are applicable in various other areas such as software development, customer service, and administrative operations. In these contexts, the focus is on creating seamless, efficient workflow that minimize waste and enhance service delivery. In summary, a continuous process is characterized by its uninterrupted, efficient, and quality focused nature. It requires sophisticated control mechanism and a proactive approach to process improvements. This concept is essential in industries where high productivity and consistent quality are critical, and it also finds relevance in non-manufacturing context where efficiency and continuous improvements are valued. So the next characteristic is intellectual activity. This refers to the processes and actions that involves the use of the mind to think, reason, analyze, and create. This type of activity is central to human cognition and encompasses a wide range of mental tasks from problem solving and decision making. to creative and abstract thinking. Here is a deeper exploration of the concept. So, first point we will take cognitive engagement. Intellectual activity fundamentally involves engaging the brain's cognitive capabilities. This includes activities such as reading, writing, solving mathematical problems, and engaging in complex discussions. These activities require active mental participation where the mind is tasked with processing information, making connections, and generating new ideas or solutions. Next point is dynamic expression of human intellect. So, intellectual activity is not static, it is dynamic expression of human intellect. It involves not only the absorption and recall of information, but also the synthesis of new ideas and applications of knowledge to novel situations. This dynamic aspect is crucial as it reflects the human capacity to adapt knowledge and skills to various contexts and challenges. Next is types and grades. So, intellectual activities can vary in complexity and type. According to psychological studies, there are different types of intellectual activities such as reproductive, bounded productive, and productive intellectual activity. These categories reflect the varying levels of creativity and innovation involved in intellectual tasks, from simple recall of information to the generation of new original ideas. Next point is contribution to cognitive development. So, engaging in intellectual activities has a significant impact on cognitive development and functions. Studies have shown that intellectual activities can enhance cognitive abilities like memory, processing speed, and problem solving skills. This is particularly evident in educational settings where intellectual engagement is directly linked to learning outcomes and academic performance. Next point is role in personal and professional growth. So, intellectual activity is essential for personal and professional growth. It fosters critical thinking, enhances problem solving skills, and promotes a deeper understanding of complex issues. In professional context, intellectual activity is linked to innovation and efficiency, driving progress and competitiveness in various fields. Next point is cultural and philosophical implication. Beyond its cognitive and practical applications, intellectual activity also has cultural and philosophical implication. It plays a role in shaping beliefs, values, and the collective knowledge of society. Intellectual pursuits like philosophy, literature, and the arts contribute to the cultural and intellectual heritage of communities, influencing social norms and ideologies. Next point is neurological basis. From a neurological perspective, intellectual activity involves the interdependent functioning of various brain systems. These include systems responsible for arousal and attention, processing information, and planning. This complex interplay of neurological functions underpins the mental processes involved in intellectual tasks, highlighting the biological basis of intellectual activity. So, intellectual activity is a comprehensive term that encompasses a wide range of mental processes and actions. It is characterized by a engagement of cognitive functions, that dynamic use of intellect, and its significant impact on personal, professional, and societal level. Engaging in intellectual activities is crucial for cognitive development, innovation, and cultural enrichment.